Holy cow! Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures, and man, I'll tell you what a whirlwind week of it's been with the death. It's been pretty mind-blowing what has happened in the last week with celebrity deaths. It's just been, I don't know how to put it in perspective. It makes you go, wow. You know, you just never know when your time's going to be up, as dramatic as that sounds. And you know, we first started with Michael Jamal Warner, played Theo in The Cosby Show. And I'm like, that's not a good way to start. He was just on vacation with his family, and a tide took him, and that was it. 54. And that was a real shocker in and of itself. Then the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne himself. You know, he had been fighting some health issues the last few years, 76. But still, he looked good at his farewell concert. We pretty much knew that was going to be the last time we got to see Ozzy Osbourne in his heyday. It really wasn't his heyday because he was fighting health issues as it was, and he wanted to. I did a post on Facebook about this. He wanted to show people what he was like in his prime, and he got to remind people of that one final time. And he passed away, 76. And you know, I don't like Sharon Osbourne that much. You know, she appears on The View and all that. But they were married for 43 years, and she stuck by his side no matter what. So you gotta say, you know, gotta respect that as it is. And oh my God, today I couldn't believe it. I still don't believe it from today. I'm floored by this one. I knew that he had been I knew he had a lot of knee surgeries and neck surgeries and back surgery, but this one has shook me to my core. I don't let celebrity deaths affect me. Michael Jamal Warner, yes, that affected me in different ways, him being only 54. But when I hear Hulk Hogan, the guy I thought was immortal. Listen, I know I'm trying to make it sound poetic as I possibly can, and I'm not doing a great job with it. You know, Ric Flair was the reason I got into watching wrestling. And when he passes someday, yes, that's going to be sad, but Hulk Hogan is the reason that I got in. That's the reason I loved wrestling. Ric Flair is the reason I started watching it, but Hulk Hogan is the reason I started loving wrestling. He made you believe that superheroes were real. He made you believe that. And was Hulk Hogan flawed as a human being? Yes, we all are at some point in time. But it seems like people are forgetting his wrestling career, what he accomplished. I don't have to go into detail what Hulk Hogan accomplished. I really, really don't need to. I don't need to go into great detail what Ozzy Osbourne, accomplished in his career. You know, he's the Prince of Darkness, eating the bat, and all that. We forget he was a father and a grandfather. Same way of Hulk Hogan. We forget that. Hulk Hogan created a generation people that loved wrestling. And the one thing that bothers me today, the one thing that really bothers me, and I've seen it going around on social media, I've seen it going around on Facebook, I've seen it just keep going over and over. What do people want to fucking focus on? He's a Trump supporter. This annoys me more than anything else. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares. But all of a sudden, all they're playing, not his wrestling highlights when the NWO was created. Not one of his world title wins. Not one of his promos. What are we focusing on? Hulk Hogan doing a speech at one of Trump's rallies when Trump was still running before he officially ran. That's what we're focusing on. He's a Trump supporter. Who fucking cares? And there's people, I'm really steaming here about this. There's people actually that are glad that Hulk Hogan is dead. Yeah, can you believe that? That really steams me. He's a human being, for God's sake. He had flaws, but because he's a Trump supporter, he deserves death. You know what? I need to calm down. I need to calm down because that just really irks me. That really irks me. It's been a tough week on deaths. Hopefully there's no more this week. How much more can we take? From Theo to Ozzy Osbourne to Hulk Hogan? It's been a pretty rough week as it is on deaths. And I usually don't go on a rant like that. But man, that stings me to the core that we're actually wishing death upon people because they're Republican. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I wish I could do an actual tribute to all these that actually, died here in the last few days. You know what? Ozzy's up there doing a concert, probably eating a bat. Hulk Hogan, what you gonna do when my 24-inch pythons run wild on you? And of course, Theo from The Cosby Show. You know what? I wish I could delve deep more into it. You know what? Rest in peace to all that have died in this incredibly tough week. And you know what? I just want to end it on this, saying this. We have lost compassion as humans. We need to get back to being compassionate. Being compassionate. And I think we have lost that as a society, wishing death on other people. I don't even wish death on somebody I can't stand. My narcissistic brother. I don't even wish death on him. I really don't. As much as I despise him, I don't wish death. That's not part of who I am. I think it's sad that we have to wish death on somebody. He's a human being. We're flawed. We're clearly all flawed. Was Ozzy Osbourne flawed? Yeah. Was Theo flawed? Yeah, I know I keep calling him Theo, but that's how I remember him. And Hulk Hogan, was he flawed? Yeah. We all were. I don't want to get into big details about why, but rest in peace to all.